Hello everyone, this is Perfect and welcome back to my Skyfactory modded Minecraft series. So in the break that I've just been playing, I've just collected a few items. I've got some extra seared brick that I'm going to finish off our smeltery here. I also got some string, because one of the things I think I may have mentioned is that we don't want this night when we can avoid it, so I'm going to make a couple of beds, and we can use the string to make wool. So let's make some wool, and let's make a bed, although I think it's just about to be daytime, so I might have just missed it, but there we go. So I don't have a particular spot for this bed just yet. We'll probably have to build a house at some point, but I think what I want to do for this episode is I want to finish off the tinkers, which I'll do right now, which probably won't take too long. So the last thing we need, a couple more of these, but I want to do some actual crafting with tinkers, and then I want to do some mining and see how that all goes. So this is the tinker smeltery, but tinkers comes with quite a lot of tools. So I'm going to just grab some wood now, and we're going to set up a full set of tinkers. We'll also need some cobble, but we can just grab some whenever we want. Okay, so with tinkers, there's quite a few new items that you need. So probably didn't need that many, but one of the starting items you need, and I'm struggling with this for some reason, are these blank patterns. So you want to collect a few blank patterns, and they're used for a few reasons, but to start off with, I'm just going to create all the crafting stations that we need for tinkers. So one of them's just crafted like that, so you get these blank patterns that I crafted before on top, which gives you a part builder. Another one on top of just a block gives you a stencil table, and then another one on top of a crafting station gives you a tool station. And then I'm just going to create another crafting station just to round out the numbers. So I'm going to put it over here just next to our tinker smelter. Actually, I might put it right at the back. That'll do. So we'll have the crafting station, the stencil station. I'll see if I can get this approximately in the order if I'll be using them. And then the tool station. There we go. So here in the stencil table, you can use these blank patterns and make a stencil for a particular item. So as you can see here, I could make a pickaxe head. So we're going to just set up the one for pickaxe. So you can grab a pickaxe head, and then I can grab a tool rod, which is this one here. And you also need a binding, which is this one here. There you go. And then with those, what you can do is you can put these in the part builder with some cobble or whatever other item that you would like. We might need a few more. And you can grab a pickaxe head, similar to how we've made pickaxes before. This is just another method. We also need a binding and a tool rod. So just to backtrack again, so we use the stencils to make the stencils for all the different parts of a tool. Then we use the part builder with cobble to make the actual tool pieces, and then over here at a tool station you can put them all together just like that, and it makes a stone pickaxe for you and makes a really cool sound. So what I might also do, just to showcase this mod just a little bit more, I'm going to grab a book. This book here, Materials and You, 6087. So this is the book that comes with tinkers. There we go, Materials and You. Introduction, so this basically runs through the different tools and various other things, how you repair. I'm going to skip through this. It just sort of tells you the different items that you can make. But if I go all the way back to the start, I go tools. These are all the different tools that you can make. But tool materials, so these are all the materials that you can now make tools out of from tinkers. So I just made something out of cobblestone. Let's now try out of flint. So just using that exact same process, I'm going to swap out this for flint. and we can get a flint tool rod, and a flint binding, and a flint head. Now you can also mix and match, and I'll just show that as well. So that, let's just say we want a flint head for argument's sake. I've actually made 2 of them. And then we want, say, stone binding and a stone tool rod. Now you can actually mix and match those. If we go to the pickaxe, now they don't all have to be pickaxes. And so what do we got? We've got a stone tool rod, a stone binding, and a flint pickaxe head. Gives us a flint pickaxe. So we've got a stone pickaxe, and then we can make a complete flint pickaxe. Now each particular material gives you a different modifier. So as you can see here, this flint pickaxe is cheap, crude 2, this is crude 3, and this is cheap and cheapskate. So what those modifiers are, we can look up now. So if we go to stone, stone head adds cheapskate. Stone is bad, your tool has less durability. So it reduces the durability of your particular item. Cheap increases durability gained when repairing the tool. Okay, that's cool. So it gives you extra durability when you repair. And cheap is the same modifier. So if I go back and we look at flint, flint gives us crude, bonus damage against unarmored targets. All 3 of them give us crude. Okay, so flint is basically for weapons, but it also has, the head has 150 durability, it can mine up to iron, gives you the speed. So there's lots of different things, the different handles, extras, and heads of different tools give you abilities. So wood, for instance, ecological, renewable resource are so good they regenerate themselves. So over time, if you have a wood handle attached to your pick or any tool at all, it'll slowly regenerate, which is kind of cool. The other thing with these tools is they don't disappear when you've broken them. I don't really have a way of showing right now, but if the durability gets to 0, it has broken, and then you can come back to a tool station and just repair it by putting in the tool, that's flint, and putting in flint there. And if it was damaged, actually I might be able to mine up a couple. Where's some cobblestone? So let's just, for argument's sake, do that, and we use vein miner with pick. There we go. Now the durability's gone down, and if we put the flint back on that, we get the durability back. Actually, this may not take too long. So let's see if I can completely break the pick just to demonstrate what it looks like when you completely break it. I don't know if that'll. Actually, I wonder if we can use a stone one, because I don't think that has much durability. Yep, see, completely broken, but you keep your item there. See, broken? So all we have to do is, as before, take it back to the station, and we should be able to repair it. So just like that, there you go. Okay, so that's Tinkers. Now, I don't actually need those tools that I made, but the next thing you can do with Tinkers is you need metal to be able to do the next thing. So what I might do is I might put all these items away, and I might put them in just a new chest, maybe this chest, and they can be all my Tinkers things. And let's put those away. So what I'm going to need for the next piece is a fair bit of metal. Now, I collected some metal during the break, but not too much. So what I'm going to do is I might even do a bit of a time lapse, which I haven't done before on any of my videos, so we'll just have to see how it goes. Collecting some materials. So I'm going to need these, I'm going to need those. To collect some metal. So we're going to place a fair bit of cobblestone, put it into the sieves, and get us some metal. So we're going to make as much gravel as we can. We've already got a fair bit over here, but I'm going to make quite a few stacks of this, and I'm going to do that, try that with a bit of a time-lapse video just to see how we go. So let's make a start, and then I'll go with a bit of a time-lapse. So let's get our starting piece up and running. Now, I realized today on a video that I've never seen before, if you run out of blocks in an item, so let's just say there's only one there, and it disappears, if I middle mouse on an item that I have in my inventory, it comes into that inventory slot. That's a cool feature I learned on a video today, which is I never knew about, which is really cool. Anyway guys, I'm going to do a bit of a time lapse, so I'll see you a little bit later. Alright guys, and we are back. Now we've got quite a bit of iron, and I have collected a little bit of cobblestone along the way. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this cobblestone away for the moment and see if I can collect a bit more of this iron. So I've already got a little bit more iron. I'm going to grab quite a bit of it. And then what we're going to do is turn this iron into we're going to put it into the Tinker's smeltery and get us some iron bars, because I'm decided that we're going to have to make a bit more sieves, because 6 is a little bit too slow for me. So what I'm going to do is just quickly, before I do anything else, that iron ore piece, which is the main ore that I want at the moment, if I left click on this, it tells me how that we get it. So we're not going to worry about the heavy sieve for the moment. Now we get 20% from a string mesh, 22% from flint stiffened, 24% from iron stiffened, 20. Does that come back to string? What's the difference between that and that? Oh, that's sand. Okay, so from sand, from dust, from gravel, so from gravel it's 24%. And we also get some lapis and some diamonds. So I am going to want to try to get these iron stiffened mesh, which we need iron ingots and string. So while this is in there, let's put some more iron in, and let's grab the iron blocks. Now iron comes out red, and then it cools just the silver color. So we're going to get that, but in the meantime I'm also going to, first of all, put this metal away of the other types that we don't need, but we're also going to grab some materials to make a few more extra sieves. So we're going to need some of those, we're going to need some more wood, and I think we're going to need more of these blocks. So let's make some more sieves, and then hopefully we can get our sieve process going a little bit quicker. 17, okay. Maybe we'll go 4x4. So how about we put our new sieve location over the back here, and it's going to be a 4x4, and we're going to keep going until we've got a few iron sieves. So we should be able to get a fair bit of iron ore. So once again we can grab these iron blocks, and then just like normal Minecraft we can turn the iron blocks into iron ingots. And if we go over here and we grab the string, we can start making iron mesh. Now it's annoying that these things don't stack, but we're just going to have to live with that. And now this way it'll increase our chance to get those iron ore pieces, and now that we've got a 4x4, that should go a bit quicker. Now there are some things that you're better off using string for rather than iron, but for the sake of actually getting iron and diamonds, this iron mesh is definitely better. So how much do we got? We have 3 blocks. Just 3 more. Okay, and back to making this. So iron mesh. Once again, it's up there. I don't think we need quite that many. Let's just grab this back. Is that going to be enough, or are we going to need a few more? I think that's going to be enough. Oh no, we need 2 more. That's fine. We'll make another couple, and then this will speed up the process. So rather than doing 6 at a time, we'll be able to do 16 at a time. So a stack will only take 4. Now I only need 2, so let's grab 2 more. And that'll do. Now once again, you can do up to 25 of these, but I kind of like 16. It means a stack takes exactly 4 sieves to go. Now there is a little bit of extra iron here. We can't make that into a block. You know what, I'll show you what happens. If we do this, only a little bit pours in there, and it just basically stays there as molten until the whole block's full. So if you put other materials in, you won't be able to use them. Oh, and look at that, we've got our first animals. So we've got ourselves a cow and a horse. Hello cow and hello horse. So that means that clearly passive mobs can actually spawn over there. Obviously we can't do much with just 1 cow and 1 horse, but hopefully over time that will increase. So what I want to do now is I want to start making some molds in Tinkers, and with that we need aluminium and copper, I believe. I think that's what it is, to make aluminium brass. So what happens is some ores or metals in Tinkers, they merge with each other and become alloys. Now the reason why I want aluminium brass is a particular one whereby we can make molds so that we can use Tinker's smeltery to make metal picks rather than just the stone and the flint ones, because we can't make an iron one using those small tool stations. So what I'm going to do, I might even get some... Do we have any tin, I wonder? Silver, gold, copper, lead, iron. I don't think we have any tin. Got nickel though. That's fine. Okay, so what we're going to need is we're going to need those items from Tinkers. And we're going to need some cobblestone, which we'll just get on the way, as we do. Now, if I put down this, wrong one, in this one here, and make a stone axe head and a stone binding and a stone tool rod, I can actually put these down on the casting tables that are just over here, just like that. And if this is making aluminium brass, which it is, I can just click on that to make it go to the bottom, as these two are merging to make more aluminium brass, and then use these faucets, and what will happen is it'll make, there we go, it makes 3 casts for us. Now these can be used over and over and over again to make those items, so that's going to be really useful for us. So I think what we're actually going to need that's useful is we're probably going to need a hatchet, I would say. So we've already got this one, we've already got the tool rod, but we might want a hatchet binding. So let's go all the way back. We're going to need a few more of these. So let's make a couple more of these. Because we're going to need that to make, where's the hatchet head? There we are. And put the hatchet head, and just as per the other casts, it's just simply put that down and get that going. So what I'm going to do while that's happening, we're going to grab a couple of chests, and this can be our Tinker's chest. So over here we'll keep all things Tinker's. Where's the best spot to put it? Do we want to put it, maybe we'll just chuck it here. Do I want it there, or do I want one across? Maybe we'll put one across. Okay, where did it go? There we are. And let's chuck all our casts in there and all our things as well. The parts actually sitting on top of the table, and these are as well. So let's grab those, put all these in the chests, and then let's grab this final one. And so what's that making? It's making molten aluminum brass and copper. Okay, so let's put that away. Now I do want to keep some more of this iron though, but should we make some iron tools? So what we could make that hatchet, a fry pan. You could also make battle signs and arrows and all sorts of things. But one of the good tools that I actually want. Actually, no, let's make ourselves a hatchet. So you know what? Let's use this iron. So let's put. You can even put blocks in. You can put ingots in as well, and they will melt back down. And we're going to use that to make a hatchet. So let's grab those casts, just like that. And when the iron's done, we'll be able to put that in. The iron's still smelting. While that's smelting, let's make 3 blocks of these, because we don't want it just sitting there taking up space, because this doesn't have infinite space. So let's grab these blocks, and we might even make a block of copper once that's done. So that's done. So let's make a block of copper. These are just cooling now, and the iron, I'm going to chuck the iron at the bottom. That's nearly done. And let's grab that. What happened to the copper? Oh, I switched to the iron too quickly, because the copper still needs to be coming out of this faucet. So I'll wait till this finishes. There we go. Now we can switch to the iron without having an issue. So we've got still a few ingots. Now you can actually make, out of a seared brick, another thing you can do. I might just quickly do this, is if I got some aluminum brass, I think it might be one. Is that going to be enough? It is. There you go. And you can make an ingot. So if you've got a little bit of extra space, so take this copper for instance, you can pour it in and make a copper ingot. And you don't need to keep it in the box, or keep it in the smeltery. But we're not going to spend too much time doing that. We're going to switch to the iron, and we're going to make one of each of these and let them cool, and then pick those up. Wait for our hatchet head. There we go. And use our tool station to make ourselves a iron hatchet. There we go. Now we can use these just like any other hatchet on a tree. There you go. So I guess the benefit of this is it'll have a lot more durability, and should last a bit longer, and we can repair it quite easily just by going over to let's get rid of all those. There we go. So we can repair that just by using an iron ingot on our hatchet, and if it completely breaks, we'll be able to replace it as well. Not replace it, repair it. It won't disappear on us. So we can start using that as a tool. Another mod which isn't actually in this one, enables you to level these tools in Tinker's Construct. But not in this mod pack, which allows you to put extra modifiers on. I don't think there's any good modifiers we've got at the moment, so we won't be able to put any on just yet. Anyway, let's put that away. We need to put these blocks in the metal one. And let's just start putting some of our items away. Yep, away. All you guys away. I didn't put that away. Ooh, being organised is kind of tricky sometimes. There we go. And the last item, we'll just chuck this there. There we go. And we might as well pick these up and put them back. And away. There we go. So that's the basics of Tinker's Construct. You can also add modifiers, and the copper's gone blue for some reason. So there's different, oh, we've got extra animals. There's different versions of a particular material. So as you can see, this is from Immersive Engineering, this is from Immersive Engineering, this is from Exonahalo Ascension. There's probably other copper from other mod packs as well that's a different color. So yes, there's another copper block from Chisel, Immersive Engineering. Oh no, that seems to be it. Okay, so yeah, so there's different types of blocks sometimes. Let's go have another look at our animals, and as you can see in the top right corner, our map's starting to show, and we've got a rooster and a chicken. I wonder if we can actually breed a rooster and a chicken. I suppose you should be able to. Do you guys eat apples? No, you don't. Okay, well, we're starting to get some good animals now, which is quite handy. We could actually breed these pigs up, and we could probably breed these chickens up as well. Do we have any extra gravel? Because I think the last thing I want to do for this episode, actually we might use this dust, just to show how quickly this can be. So this should only take us 2 attempts. There we go. And now we've also got some redstone, I think. No, we got crushed black quartz, we've got gunpowder, lead, we've got some glowstone, so we can get glowstone from that. No, we did get some redstone. So using dust enables us to get some redstone. So we're going to want to get some more redstone in the next episode. But I think for now, guys, that's probably going to do for this episode. I do hope you enjoyed it. I hope my time lapse went okay. It is the first one I have done, and obviously I haven't edited it just yet, so I'm a little bit nervous how that goes, but hopefully it all works out really well. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this episode, please remember to leave a like and comment on anything you've enjoyed in this series, anything you're looking forward to me doing or want to see me do. That'd be great. But otherwise, guys, I'll see you all in the next episode. See you later. Bye.